Hey guys, today I'm coming to you with a long-awaited tutorial. I've been getting a lot of questions about my eyebrows, so today I'm going to show you how I dye and how I fill in my eyebrows. So if you're interested in seeing how I do it, just continue watching my video. Fly away for the summer, hey. Take a trip for the summer. So first things first, to dye my eyebrows I use by Begin Permanent Dye number 59 Oriental Black. Take a trip for the summer, hey. And as you can see, this is my eyebrow in its natural stage and it needs a little bit of work. So I'm going to use basic brow comb and I'm just going to brush my eyebrow hair up. This will help me to achieve the desired shape that I want, and it will help me to guide me through application of the dye. Using my INGLOT brush and my dye, I am going to start to apply. And as you can see, I'm starting from the bottom of my eyebrow and I'm going to start in around the half of my eyebrow. I like to apply the dye in a very gentle strokes, and I always start from the bottom because I want the outline in the bottom to be a little bit more intense than the outline at the top. After my bottom outline is done, I'm moving on to the top. And as you can see, I'm starting again from in around the half of my eyebrow. I don't do the front at the very beginning because I want this area to be more sparse. And by doing this, I'm kind of creating a shape and I'm creating the arch at the top. I always make sure that the bottom of the outline is always in perfect neat line, while at the top is a little bit more messy. After I have the arch and the end of my eyebrow down, I'm going to move on to the front of my eyebrow, and I just use whatever the amount of product I have left on the brush, because again this area is not supposed to be as intense as the middle and the end of my eyebrow. And again, with a very gentle strokes, I'm creating hair-like effect and I'm always going upwards. Now I'm just working on transition in between the front and the rest of my eyebrow because I don't want the difference to be so obvious. And now you can see I have lovely, nicely fresh shaped eyebrow, and you can see the difference in between the eyebrow with the dye and the eyebrow with no dye. The no dye eyebrow is obviously really sad. And here you go, that's much better now. While I'm waiting for the dye to develop, I'm just gonna go on my phone, check Instagram, do some Snapchats, you know, the usual. Make sure you follow me on all those. After 10 minutes has passed, I'm just using plain cotton wool and I add a little bit of water to remove the dye. As you can see, the dye comes off really easily, and depending on how intense you want your eyebrow to be, that's how much you're gonna wash it off. Now that's looking pretty good for me, so I'm just gonna keep it like that. After I remove dye, I like to pluck all unwanted hair. I don't really shape my eyebrows much, they're kind of pretty good at staying in the shape that I want them to stay, but every odd hair I'm just gonna pluck with my tweezers. I'm using Tweezerman tweezers, which are my best and all-time favorite. After this is done, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, which is very hard to pronounce for me, and I'm just brushing my eyebrow hair up. I'm also gonna use some small cosmetic scissors to cut the hair. I like to groom my eyebrows because my eyebrow hair intend to grow really long, so when I brush it I can see the hair that are sticking out from the lines, and I just trim them a little bit. Now I'm just brushing my eyebrow up again just to make sure that I didn't miss any hair. And this is basically how I dye my eyebrows, but let's move on to how I fill in my eyebrows when I do my makeup. I will be okay now. My all-time favorite products to fill in my eyebrows are Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and I use one in brown and medium brown. I'm using the same INGLOT brush. So first things first, I am going to brush my eyebrows, and I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel to do so, and this is going to make sure that all the hair are staying in the exact position that I want the hair to stay. Now I'm using the same INGLOT brush and pretty much exactly the same technique that I've used to apply the dye. So I'm going to go ahead and outline my eyebrow, and I'm using the lighter color in the pomade, which is medium brown. It's pretty much the same technique as I used to apply the dye, so I'm making sure that the outline at the bottom is quite intense and very neat. And to fill the rest of my eyebrow, I'm using very gentle strokes and I'm creating hair-like effect. Now moving on to the front of my eyebrow, I'm just using the product that I have left over on my brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and outline the front of my eyebrow, and after that I'm just adding some very gentle upward stroke to create hair-like effect. Now after I filled in my eyebrow, to make it look a little bit more wild and a little bit more natural in my opinion, I am using by L'Oreal Brow Artist, and this is just brown gel which is going to separate the hair and make them really pop. I really don't like this kind of powder drawn on eyebrows, so this really works for me. I think it's like the best trick. And now you can see the difference in between the eyebrow that I just filled in and the eyebrow that's just been dyed. There is a bit of a difference, and yeah. So yeah guys, that's basically it. That is how I dye and how I fill in my eyebrows. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you maybe perhaps learned some new tricks. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you thumbs up this video if you liked it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!